The importance of being single. Before love comes self-love. One of the most overlooked truths about relationships is this. Before we can love someone well, we must first learn to love being alone. The foundation of wise choices. A satisfying relationship begins not with another person, but with a satisfactory perspective on being single. The more at peace we are in our solitude, the wiser and more discerning we become in choosing a partner. Conversely, the more desperate we are to escape loneliness, the more likely we are to settle for emotional crumbs. The paradox of modern singledom. Modern society does almost nothing to help us feel calm or content in our own company. Singledom is often framed as an unfortunate, temporary, or even shameful condition, something we must escape from as soon as possible. From movies to advertisements, the world constantly reminds us that happiness is found in romantic partnership. We are surrounded by images of smiling couples walking hand in hand on beaches, laughing over candlelit dinners, or waking up in perfect harmony. Meanwhile, those who dare to dine alone, travel solo, or simply enjoy a weekend by themselves are often pitied, patronized, or subtly overcharged. This collective conditioning plants a dangerous idea that being alone equals being unwanted, and being coupled equals being worthy. But this illusion fuels emotional dependence, not genuine connection. The dangers of emotional starvation. When we are miserable in our singleness, our judgment becomes clouded. Just as a starving person might eat anything to survive, an emotionally famished person will often settle for anyone to avoid loneliness. Fyodor Dostoevsky once wrote about a starving child who, in desperation, eats a candle made of pig fat. In the same way, emotional starvation can drive us to make impulsive, self-destructive romantic choices. We rush into relationships that momentarily fill the void but leave us emptier in the long run. Sooner or later, we realize that being in a bad relationship is far lonelier than being alone. An unsatisfactory partnership isn't a cure for loneliness, it's a deeper form of it. Redefining what it means to be alone. The central challenge of being single lies not in solitude itself but in what we believe it means. Our interpretation determines our emotional experience. Rejection and failure. Being alone feels like proof of unworthiness. Renewal and freedom. A period of personal growth and reflection. If we can reframe solitude not as punishment but as preparation, a sacred space to grow, learn, and refine our standards, then being alone becomes deeply empowering. It is an act of self-respect, not resignation. The power of willed solitude. We must remind ourselves that solitude is a choice, not a curse. As the philosopher Alain de Botton suggests, no one ever needs to be alone so long as they don't mind who they are with. But if we do mind, if we care about authenticity, alignment, and emotional health, then choosing to be alone can be the wiser, nobler path. Being single is not evidence of rejection by others. It is evidence of discernment within ourselves. It's saying, I would rather be alone than in bad company. This form of solitude is not weakness, it's emotional maturity. The long game of love. Finding the right person takes time, often years. But that's not a sign of failure, it's a sign of high standards. We are not looking for just anyone. We are looking for someone compatible with our values, ambitions, and emotional depth. If we accept that true compatibility takes as long to find as a fulfilling career or a beautiful home, we free ourselves from unnecessary pressure. A decade spent becoming someone worth loving is not a decade wasted, it's an investment in the quality of every relationship to come. Emotional independence, the true test of readiness. The strongest relationships are built not on dependence, but on two individuals who can each stand firmly on their own. The person who can manage life independently, who can cook, self-soothe, and create joy alone, is the one least likely to cling, manipulate, or settle. When we have learned to be content in our solitude, we approach relationships from a place of wholeness, not hunger. We can love freely, not fearfully. We seek partners who add to our lives, not ones who complete us. The secure platform for true love. In the end, our ability to be happily single predicts the health of our future relationships. The more at ease we are alone, the less likely we are to tolerate mediocrity, emotional chaos, or dependence. From this platform of inner stability, love becomes a conscious choice rather than a desperate escape. We can finally say, with calm confidence, I don't need you to make me whole. I choose you because I am already whole. That is the bedrock of true love. Happy singledom.